Good morning, dear children. We are on Civics Chapter 2 and we were discussing what is Indian secularism. We discussed the objectives and we were discussing the strategies which the state is following in order to, follow all the objectives given above. So, the first policy was it is totally separating it from the religious matters, where we saw that how at any government place they are not preferring any religion. Even in the government schools, no prayer, no religious festival is celebrated in a preferable manner, and it can happen in the private schools. Fine. The second way is, children, in which Indian secularism work is domination is through strategy of non interference. Fine. They are not at all interfering in the matters. Fine. This means that in order to respect the sentiments of religions and not interfere with religious practices, they are not even interfering in the religious practices, and even they are making up certain exceptions for a particular religious community. As you can see the storyboard down, there are two friends and they're going somewhere, and one friend is saying that why not wearing a helmet. Wearing a helmet in Delhi is very very important. So Paramjit says that no, I am a Sikh, I can wear a pagri. Fine, I am not going to be fined. So here the state is compromising. The state is accepting the particular religion communities. Fine, religious communities. The rule of Sikh religion is this only, that they have to wear the turban. So they are following that. They are accepting that okay, you are a Sikh, you cannot wear a helmet. That's fine. We are accepting it. They are not going to be fined. So from the above storyboard, you can recognize that how wearing a pagri is allowed for a Sikh. It is exception to the law. The third way is, children, Indian secularism is going to work through a strategy of intervention. So first of all, we are saying that it's not going to interfere, but now we are going to say it is going to intervene whenever necessary. So whenever it's necessary, the state is going to intervene, children. Fine. If the state finds that something is going on a very high level violation is there, like if you talk about this untouchability, how in Hindu religion it was at a very high level. So at that time the Indian constitution intervened, the country intervened, and they banned the untouchability. So it's just an instant, means the state is intervening in the religion matters. They want to end this social practice because the fundamental rights of the lower class people, they were violated. So they had to ensure that the laws relating to equal inheritance rights are respected. The state may have to intervene in the religious matters, religion based personal laws of communities. Fine. So this intervention will be in the form of support to one religion, form of support to the person whose fundamental rights are being violated. Fine. So the Indian constitution is giving right. They were telling the religious communities they can set up their own schools, and even the Indian government is giving them financial aids on non preferential basis. They are not preferring anyone. Fine. So now we will just compare how the Indian secularism is different from that of US. So the US secularism says simple no, they are not going to interfere in any case in the matters of religion, and the religion is not going to interfere in the matter of the state. Totally no. But if we compare, in the Indian secularism says that it is not going to, it is separate, the state is separate from the religion, it's not going to interfere, but whenever necessary, whenever they think that someone's fundamental rights are being violated, at that time the state is going to interfere and it's going to check the situation. because it has the right to safeguard the fundamental rights of the citizens also. So Indian state is secular, and it is going to work in various levels, various ways in order to prevent religious domination. The constitution guarantees that fundamental rights that are based on these secular principles. So it's not to say that there is no violation of human rights. We can't say exceptions are always there. So violation of human rights are also there. Violation is happening still. But the constitutional mechanism is also there to prevent them from happening. Fine. So here is in the boxes given children how in France a law was, a law banned the students from wearing their religious and political symbols, and how people faced a lot of trouble in that. So this should not be there. Secularism means or everybody is free to practice their religions. Fine. So this was all about today's topic. Thank you and have a nice day.